My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Geminis. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing your general love reading, your 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 12 red roses as a token of my love and appreciation for your love, support, and devotion towards my channel. And also, thank you so much for joining me today as well. So, this 5-card love reading includes how the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, the fourth, the past, and fifth, the future. Then I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle for you, and then a Favole, and one card from the French Tarot deck of Le Tarot Interdit Vampiria. But let's get started with card number 1, and you get Daughter of Scepters, also known as the Page of Wands. Aha! You know what I'm mostly getting here? Journeys, movement, and development. Now the thing is, you could definitely be a single Gemini heading off towards new beginnings and stuff like that, because that's what the pages, whether it's the Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, or Page of Wands, is talking about is that there's some kind of journey you're definitely heading towards. I mean, again, could also be you heading away from something as well. I mean, I'm not really quite getting that. I mean, of course, it is a general reading, so take it how it resonates. If you're actually, heading away from a specific, negative event or experience of a bad relationship that you pretty much just thought, nope, I tried this person, or we've been with each other for so long, I just don't see any kind of improvement and development taking place, so now I'm just going to take off in this passionate path and head towards a different direction as well. But again, I just feel like that this is about movement, development. You and your current spouse, whoever it could be, lover, husband, wife, could also be going out on beautiful journeys as well. But let's see who the other person is or could be. 10 of Skulls. Happy home, happy hearth, happy family. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo placements. Okay, fabulous. I mean, this and you have, this and your, this combination of you and your current spouse, lover, husband. It could be, that this person, provides a lot of abundance in your life, and maybe, that's what more or less enhances, your motivation and need to want to go out on journeys and all kinds of travelings and what have you, journeys and movement and development and stuff like that. But the happy home, happy earth, happy families, that this person probably provides a lot of the home kind of vibe, kind of feeling. It's like maybe you're the one that has the job and the other person is actually the homemaker. Gender doesn't mean anything in my tarot readings in any way, but that's kind of one aspect that I kind of give is that this person provides the home and you're the one that provides the funds, or it could also be vice versa, or maybe this person provides the funds and you're the one that provides the home again. Again, it doesn't really mean anything depending on how you personally live, of course. But it could also be, how if you're in a single position, how, you're definitely going out on this journey because you also have confidence with the 10 of Pentacles as well. Or even the resources or abundance, because maybe, if you're in a single, position, it's like, well, you can, have a beautiful, fixed career, fixed income, as they call it, and maybe you have the money and the resources to go out and travel, and maybe eventually meet new people as well. But again, it is a general reading, so again, take it how it resonates, but it just looks, so far, it looks like a very beautiful combination. Because the relationship, the High Priestess, okay. I feel like that the singlehood of your journey is pretty much based off of your experience, and that's kind of what the upper book of knowledge from this beautiful High Priestess vampire is all about, is that, you're pretty much putting in all of your, memories, anything that pretty much took place in your past, and you're just accumulating them all in that upper book of knowledge, and you're pretty much just thinking, okay, maybe you've been through a couple of divorces and breakups and stuff like that, and now you're pretty much going back out on this voyage wherever it may take you in other ways. And you also have the High Priestess of your memories, your experiences, to pretty much back you up on to say, okay, how can we do things differently this time as well? So that's kind of what this combination mostly is talking about, especially how, you have your senses and intuition that are guiding you towards a different outcome in other ways as well. So, but for the ones in a beautiful, long-lasting, committed relationship, it just shows, a lot of reminiscing memories as well that you guys want to also just remember and think about in other ways. Because in the past, and I love this, you get one of your beautiful cards, also known as the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Knives, and you're already planning something. And that's kind of, either way, if you plan something and you achieve that desired result of finding a beautiful husband or wife, whoever you're currently with and stuff like that. That's on one angle. That's what this card is talking about, is that you pretty much had your eyes fixed and focused on somebody. I mean, it's like, and it's interesting because if you look at this raven, ravens are very like loyal creatures. It's like if you treat them well, if you like feed them, if you do whatever it is, then they pretty much also treat you with love, respect, and loyalty as well. So maybe, it's like, well, this raven is also like your senses and intuition, or maybe a very good friend that also has your back when it comes to actually planning and strategizing and creating this excellent, plan of anything. And maybe you do have a pet raven in other ways, but it just looks incredibly like you really were planning something. But even for the single ones, you could still be planning in the past on heading off towards this journey because, maybe you were in the process of actually gaining a lot of like the Ten of Pentacles in other ways. And this was also you, looking at your beautiful book of intuition and thinking, how can we actually do things properly or different? Or, or maybe this was you, gaining, information and insight from somebody who you trust and value the most. Family, friends, whoever it is out there that gave you so much guidance and support as well to be heading out on that, Page of Wands journey. Because in the future, you get Temperance, your opposite, Sagittarius card. Okay, so what this is mostly talking about is you could be in a single position and feel serene, at peace, balanced, and grounded on so many ways and stuff like that. Maybe you just think, okay, it's like, I love the journey, but right now I'm going to just kind of retreat and go back within and just think, okay, I'm okay with being in a single position. No judgment ever coming from me ever in any way. So whatever you, decide, wish, and crave, it's 100% your prerogative in other ways. But this could also be you will finally reaching that beautiful desired goal of maybe companionship, partnership, lovers, husband, wife, whoever is, you were heading off towards in other ways as well. But there's definitely a sense of, this kind of journeys card, because that's kind of what Sagittarius is mostly represent, is like adventures and stuff. So you could still be going out on beautiful adventures and voyages in the future as well. Wow. Because Oracle wants to say redemption, absolution, forgiveness, and penance. So the thing is, it's like, if you still haven't found Mr. or Mrs. Right yet, whoever you are currently heading down towards, it's like, it's best to redeem yourself by actually, going back to like sort of the drawing board and actually, going within and to think, okay, well, what, didn't work out, the last time, and how can we improve that? And maybe you do need to, seek advice from other people, to actually help, create this big plan. Maybe you need to have what the humans call a wingman or a wingwoman. I have no idea what that even includes. I mean, I know that my modern day human familiar, gives me all of these modern day terminologies, and half the time I have no idea what he's even talking about. But anyway, absolution, forgiveness, and penance, just, take excellent good care of yourself and learn from your past mistakes as a form of penance. But absolution and forgiveness, if you still haven't found Mr. or Mrs. Right yet, that's the deep and honest truth is, it's pretty much about the timing and the location. And if you want to increase your chances, is try to attend like social gatherings or events, that, you feel, like you can relate towards in other ways, whether it's music, art, sports, going to the gym or what have you in other ways as well. So, wow, okay. Because Favole wants to continue with Queen of Masks, also known as the Queen of Scepters. Right. So what do we know about the Queen of Wands is that, it's a Leo card, so you might end up with a Leo in the future, but you might also end up in a very single position with confidence, strength, and from actually learning from the past, and actually, just working on yourself. Maybe the penance is that maybe you have to kind of go within and actually do a bit of introspection and maybe a lot of forgiveness. But the Queen of Wands shows strength, confidence, power, just this Leo 9 energy and stuff like that. Or maybe you personally have Leo energy in somewhere in your star chart as well. But you could also end up meeting a Leo somewhere along your beautiful journey, wherever it may take you. So, Le Tarot Interdit wants to finish with Le Fou. also known as the Fool. Aquarius energy, your brother, sister, air sign. Okay, I see you taking a leap of faith because I see so much confidence within you to actually say, okay, it's like, if you're one of those go-getters in the sense where, if well, something doesn't work out, that you just keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying till it eventually works. That's kind of one aspect that I'm actually the main theme I'm kind of getting from this card is that of course, it's a risk, taking, activity, of course, but this is also about a leap of faith as well. And so if you pretty much just think, okay, it's like, I'm going to try to do something differently now because I now have learned from, the past mistakes. I pretty much have paid penance by, actually, going back to the high priestess and maybe asking other people for advice on how to actually, do things differently, the next time. Then this is you actually going back out on the leap of faith kind of situation and wherever it may take you. Well, I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm going to have to leave it at this. But if this reading resonated for any Geminis out there, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. For all the Geminis who have subscribed, thank you so much. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going back to general readings. So for now, I'm just doing love in general. I'm also open for personal readings and have this web page called Project Page on my YouTube channel. And it has different types of prices for personal readings if anybody is ever interested in them. But let me know in the comments section below if you ever want to have a personal reading and I'll respond to you with my email. But other than that, I love you guys incredibly and thank you so much for joining me today.